Hey guys, Maccabee Martinez, but you can just call me Mac, and I'm back wishing everyone a Happy New Year and hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. It's been a while since I made a commentary video, but with the algorithm likely to spam you guys with videos about 2026, New Year's resolutions, and advice, I need a slice of the pie to get my views up and build my channel up. Getting straight into it, what I hope you guys get out of this video is that you need to hear the following that I needed to hear, which is focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control for 2026. One of the biggest struggles growing up during college and even to this day was getting stressed out or distracted by stuff that's out of my control. The best examples towards the end of 2025, personally, was having a bad habit with doom scrolling. Granted, it was more so a symptom of burnout from so many hours into my CPA exam. I also have this unbearable itch whenever I am working on something, like studying for an exam, and take a pause. When I take a break or pause from studying, I can't focus on anything else, and if I try to do something else, I feel that itch bothering me that I need to focus on studying, not writing, not planning my schedule, or a host of other important things. So there's that problem. But the other problem was the stuff that was recommended to me via Instagram or Facebook. YouTube, to their credit, doesn't send my algorithm much slop. That's just my experience though. With Instagram and Facebook, the flurry of brain rot, political rage bait, or outrage posts, Gooner content, and lifestyle posts, it got to me sometimes. Not gonna lie. With politics, it drains anyone no matter how liberal, centrist, conservative, MAGA, or socialist you are. The way online politics, and may as well throw in real life politics, have completely turned tribalistic, with no room for nuance or balance, is a shame. I'm not going to say don't listen to politics or completely tune it out, but the message I'm walking to 2026 with is I have my political beliefs that are set in stone, but I am open to some compromise. I have views that are open to nuance, and above all else, care about seeing myself, others, and the country succeed and uplifted with or without the government. That's it. Anything other than that, it's out of my control. So why lose sleep or waste time stressing or fighting over stuff that's out of your hands when you really stop and think about it? Politics is important, but put a bigger emphasis on making a difference in what's in front of you, be it your family, friends, neighbors, or people you pass by or interact daily with. Also, don't feel the need to prove you're a good person. So much of the slop that got sent my way are people who scream or preach about topics and issues in which I am in agreement with, but I ask myself, what have you actually done with your time, resources, and platform to form a solution or help people when the camera's off? Alright, I don't want to spend any further time on politics. Where I'll leave it off is if you have the luxury to be active in trying to make a difference in American democracy, great, keep going. I hope to see you succeed. For the rest of us who have bills, perhaps no job, no money, or in the middle of college and have bigger fish to fry, put everything into perspective. Trump, Obama, Bush, Biden, no one is going to do anything for us. You can only rely on yourself. Alright, moving on. I want to talk a bit about FOMO. And for those who don't know what that means, it just stands for fear of missing out, which I suffer from a bit when these two topics popped up in my feed. First, travel stuff. I can't lie. When I see some of these travel vloggers, I'm like, damn, I wish I was there right now. Solo traveling, guys trip, family trip, whatever. I get bummed out because there are some countries I really want to visit before I die. And many of them are in Latin America, particularly El Salvador. The country has been an important part of my identity and heritage, yet I've never been there. I hope that changes in 2026, but we'll see. Second, feeling behind in regards to milestones and achievement. I will make a more detailed video about this at length one day, but in short, I got a lot of FOMO when I see others making things happen and making a name for themselves. Meanwhile, I'm just daydreaming of building something bigger than me that will last for years or perhaps generations. There's also another part of me that wants to have his day. I don't know when that day is, I'm staying patient, but it hurts a little sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. To FOMO, all I can do is focus on what I can control and what I have planned in front of me. Not to mention enjoy and cherish every moment, especially the good times and the things I do have. Okay, finally, Gooner content and 6-7. Look, this part of the title is a trifecta of comedic, stimulate the algorithm, and some truth. 6-7 is obviously hinting at trying not to focus too much on brain rot, brain slop. That's pretty straightforward. With Gooner content, I've talked to my buddy Ruffian about this. By the way, go check out his channel if you haven't already. Show some love to the Brody. But Instagram and Facebook love spamming that crap to me, and I have no idea why. The only thing we've concluded is I guess some of the interest I have also happens to be consumed by Gooners. For example, UFC and combat sports. I have heard before that the UFC, quote unquote, subliminally promotes degeneracy, unquote. So I guess just because I happen to like judo, boxing, or MMA content, Meta also assumes I'd be into that. Maybe a better example would be self improvement content, since one of the big topics in self improvement, aside from perhaps fitness, is about quitting. How would you say? Is about quitting gooning. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Self improvement content is great, and I don't consume too much of it, but I guess it's enough for Meta to start throwing that stuff my way. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Anyways, the best thing that I've found to do, besides obviously ignore Instagram and Facebook and get off my phone, is to reset your algorithm. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with this on Insta or Facebook, but you can Google how to reset your algorithm, and it does a pretty good job. I will say though, for me, it stays clean for about a week or two, and then the BS comes back, but that's when I just reset it all over again. Of course, you can also just use the bottom dots, I think around the bottom right of any reel or photo, and just click not interested or don't recommend this page. In short, if this message resonated with you, let us know in the comments. What is in your control for 2026? If this didn't resonate, let us know down below. How are you heading into 2026? Did this resonate with you at some point in your life? Anyways, Happy New Year's, guys. Wishing all of you a good 2026. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.